Oh man. Oh me. Oh my.
Oh boy, TV. They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yeah. Favorite perspective, expected, so accepted. You heard the intro. They don't like comentario, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Like, comment, subscribe, share. You know what to do. Super chats, all that. We got some members in the building. And of course, oh, ball. Dame dato.
Listen, I ain't go to sleep. I'm sitting up waiting for the game. I'm mad about game 3. And last night, listen, look at me. Listen.
You know, you look nuts.
Yeah.
Yup.
Look crazy, feel crazy, and gonna be acting crazy. Flea, what up, baby?
What up?
Important game
Oh,
coming
we
up.
live.
What's the word? We live? Make sure the camera's right. Let me make sure the camera's right.
Knicks 100 in the building. Sup, niggas?
What up? What up?
Come on, man.
Let's
Game
go.
4. We're about to react to game 3 first, but game 4, close game, man. 111-107 loss to the New York Knickerbockers. From the New York Knickerbockers to the Indiana Pacers. Big money game. Brunson got hurt. Halliburton, I don't know if he's faking an injury, walking on. He was using the 2 railings to walk off the, what do you call that? The post conference. There's a lot going on. The fourth quarter was major. Big fourth quarter from both sides. It was ugly. We only made 4 field goals. The Knicks missed 3 free throws, committed 3 turnovers, and gave up 5 offensive rebounds. Jesus, Louises, Christ. Also, that was the Pacers series low, 111 points. Brunson is scoring 31% damn near of the team's points throughout the playoffs, the most of any player. Again, he's not a 1A. Becky Hammond, hey girl. Oh boy, how are we feeling about game 3? What's your reaction? You were immediately just knew what, like, the precise moment. I think everything turned around. Please react to game 3.
So first and foremost, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to everyone's mother. My brothers especially, but everybody in the chat, the comments, happy to be here with my brothers. Yeah. Game 3, listen, man, I called y'all immediately. Playoff basketball is ugly. I don't care how you win. Get it done. Whether the score is 60-61 or it's 111-110. We have major problems with hitting free throws, turning the ball over, and just bonehead plays down stretch. DiVincenzo, 2 key goaltending calls. 2. Jalen Brunson, that last play, you have to close out. But him and Josh Hart at the free throw line down the stretch, horrific. These are costing us games, or they're putting us in positions to lose the game. So for me, I have no problem with Tom Thibodeau. I have no problem with nothing. We said on live the other day, Burks pressures those guys. Listen, everybody did what they had to do. Deuce stepped up. Burks stepped up. At the end, Brunson did what he did, tied it up with the big 3. Of course, we're injured, but no excuses. We have to make free throws, and we have to limit the turnovers, fellas. So just game 3, I'm just very upset because today was supposed to be a sweep.
1000%. Mr. Flea, game 3 reaction.
I really wanted us to get that win. I really wanted us to be up 3-0 going into today's game, with a little cushion. Again, this is a series, y'all. It's the first of 4. So just with a little cushion to, be able to get guys, not rest, but, you want to sweep a team, but if you are going into game 4 and they do grab that game in Indiana, then you can live with that. You get back to New York and we finish this thing off in 5, right? But now we're in a situation, right, where if we do lose this game, it's a series now. And the available bodies are diminishing for our ball club, right? Now OG is out. OG is so vital to what we do. Everything on offense and defense. He is one of the most important pieces on our team. We no longer have him for this series. And to be honest, we're probably not going to have him for the rest of the playoffs. Let's be real. Let's be honest with ourselves. A hamstring is not going to get better in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. This thing is going to have to take some time. And OG, I see you in October, baby. Right? I'm sorry. Like, we got to be real with ourselves because that's not an elbow where, we could play through something like that. No, he is a guy that flies around, defends the best player on the opposing team, hits open threes, cuts to the rim. He does a lot of stuff. He's moving a lot. If he's not going to be able to do that with a strained hamstring. So, it just puts us in a different position now, right? We got guys got to step up. Are we expecting Alec Burks and Precious Achiuwa to play the same way they played in Game 3 in Game 4? Can they manufacture those same things again today? I don't know. I don't know if I can bet on that. Like, that's a game that you want to win when you get Alec Burks to come into the game and add that type of energy off the bench. The way Precious was playing, like, you want to win those type of games when you get that kind of production from guys off your bench. They always talking about how short our rotation is. Okay, so Tibbs surprised us. He said, Burke, get in the game. And he played well, right? That adjustment was not, he played well. I think All Ball hit it right on the head. OG hit it right on the head with what happened down the stretch of that game. Really, really uncharacteristic turnovers from Jalen Brunson on a couple of key plays, right? That swung the momentum, right? When you turn it over, I was in here, I was watching, he turned it over, and you give out that scream like, damn, not there. You don't want him to, not at that moment. Don't turn it over there. Y'all know how big I am on free throws. They're free. They're free. Knock them down. They're free, uncontested shots. Take the 10 seconds after Giannis. We can make a sandwich while Giannis is getting ready to take free throws. Take y'all time. Josh Hart goes up there and tries to get it up. So hit free throws. They're free. We need these buckets to. That's the big. What did we lose? What was the count? 111, 107?
Yeah.
We missed 2 free throws. Right?
We'll
missed 2 free throws. 3 free throws. That's 3 points. 2 goaltends.
That's the game.
Because it's just, effort, I get it. But that's just uncharacteristic of us, man. These things that were happening down the stretch of Game 3 are the same things that happened down the stretch in Game 5 of the Philly series or Game 3 of the Philly series. Like, we were making it was Game 3. We was making a lot of uncharacteristic plays. That's just not what we do. We a team that executes down the stretch. We a team that, will put the dagger in you. When it's time to close games, we do that. That's what we've been known for all season. So I fully expect us to thump them today. Like, thump them. I fully expect us to go back to the Garden up 3-1 and, in a good position. So that's what I got for Game 3.
I think y'all, of course, broke everything down well. Just a couple more stats.
Hold on. Before you go, Fade, I need Hartenstein to toughen up. Yeah. I need a double from Hartenstein.
Yeah.
Like, I need Hartenstein to toughen up.
I need him
like
to play well.
All jokes aside, Indiana is not a physical team. They're not a tough team. They're not a great rebounding team. I need Hartenstein to toughen up. You're the only big man on our team. Toughen up, bro. Grab the rebounds. At least contest some shots. Indiana is just going to the basket with no problem. And I need Hartenstein to toughen up and grab some big rebounds. I'm tired of him with that stupid tapping the ball up. Hartenstein, I need you to get more than 8 rebounds. Straight up. Like, you do just playing bad basketball at the wrong time. Step up.
Clean the glass. Because Josh Hart is going to the glass.
Come on, man.
Relentless.
Come Come on,
This
man.
guy is having 15 rebounds a game.
Come on, man.
Hartenstein, I need you to clean up the glass, please.
Um, yeah, but he was part of this key play that was crazy, and I didn't realize it in real time, but that was nuts. This is him being like there. He got put in the full Nelson, bro.
This
Oh
is
yeah,
what I
yeah,
was
yeah. That
talking
was
about.
crazy. Yeah, that was
This
crazy.
is what I
Yeah,
was talking about.
yeah. But it was listen, man. It was a play where DiVincenzo, when they show all these replays, got fouled. Like I said, I'm not making no excuses. That happened. I'm saying there was a point where I think Halliburton must have took 3 threes and they got 4 foul offensive rebounds in a sequence. Bruh, go down there and get the rebound. They, he's too easy to box out, and all he want to do is tap the ball out. We need him to get physical. I'm sorry. I'm not listen. One thing with me, I'm not gonna make no excuses. That was a bad play. The refs missed it, or they didn't. I don't even care. Hartenstein, Josh Hart can't have 18 rebounds and you have 8. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not going for it no more.
But the reason why that was key is because the play right before that was Josh Hart getting his layup goaltended. So it was a 4-point swing. I mean, it was 111-106, my bad. So it would have been a 3-point game.
Right.
But like you said, it's no excuses. But it's the fact that, like you said, those other little plays where it's him tipping the ball out. And I think they gotta adjust. Like, it's hard. I think it's gonna be a lot harder on Tibbs. It just is. And I don't know if he's not built for that or whatever it is, but Spoelstra's used to this. Spoelstra's used to, all right, this ain't working real quick. I'm taking you guys out. And he did a great job to put Burks in there. As I rewatched the fourth quarter, he put Burks, I think he had DiVincenzo, McBride in there. I could tell they were getting tired. Then he finally took out, I think, McBride and brought in Brunson because he left Burks in the game, matter of fact, for a second. Then he took Burks out finally and brought in DiVincenzo. But for a second there, he left DiVincenzo in there for too long. And it's hard to do that, I think, in real time. But he's not used to this, and he's going to have to get used to this because you're going to, I think, Hartenstein and Achua, you got to bring in Sims, bro, because they cannot do 40 minutes a game. Hartenstein did 38 minutes. Bro, he's tired. That thing with DiVincenzo getting 2 goaltends, to me, is pure exhaustion because he has to be thinking of all fumes, and he's just thinking about smacking the ball. He sees it so close to him. I'd imagine I'm him. Let me get this block. He's pretty athletic for a guy his size. And I think you got to somehow keep playing with these lineups because, number one, the first and foremost thing for me is their defense is horrible. I think you could throw out whatever lineup you want. I don't see who can't play right now. Sims, whoever. And Halliburton is hurting like that. Do a bunch of pick and rolls with him. This is to me, not an easy victory, but it's more of a attrition. More of attrition. Get the pick and roll game down, and you could sub out these guys and get them all 35 minutes. They shouldn't be exhausted. I don't want to see Josh Hart going 45 minutes anymore. The Pacers ain't built like that. They're not tough at all. That rebounding with that was heartbreaking. Nah. Hartenstein would have got any one of those rebounds if he wasn't playing 38 minutes.
But go ahead, Fleet. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just gonna say, like, we depleted, y'all. We not whole.
Right.
We not whole, and so I think there's got to be a lot of grace given to Tibbs right now and how he mixes and matches and flip flops these lineups because this shit ain't easy. This shit is not easy. The position that we're in, the expectations that we have of this team because of the precedents they set all season long. So now, we have expectations for what we want this team to become. But Jesus Christ, like every day we seeing another guy go down that is vital to what we do. We're not gonna out talent everybody. We know that already. We're not gonna out talent you. But the way that this team was constructed, fully loaded and fully healthy, we're a really damn good team, right? We're a damn good team. So it's tough to, I guess, kind of criticize if Tibbs is playing guys extended minutes and too long. Josh Hart is our best rebounder. How can we not have him on the floor when we're missing our best offensive rebounder in Mitchell Robinson? Like, how can you not want this guy on the floor? But then you got to find time to get him a blow. Pause. Like, you got to find time. So I think Tibbs is doing the best he can do with what he has at his disposal. I thought it was smart to just unload the whole bench now. Play guys, just play guys. Play guys and see what happens. And I think in game 3 he did that, but his leash is short. We also know Tom Thibodeau. His leash is short.
Pretty long leash for Burks though, because that fourth quarter he was kind of horrible on offense. But
yeah, but
I'm not. I gotta give him credit for that leash I was surprised that Burks came back in the game like that. I was surprised that So I'm just saying I'm not trying to blame him. I'm saying I don't think we can expect anything but the focus got to be on Tibbs' strategy of substitutions because this team stinks defensively. That's it. That's really it to me.
Well, for me, what Tibbs is doing, man, he's just working with what he got. Mm-hmm. Players have to be ready. You're a professional. This is what you do. But I'm gonna say this: we've been like this all season. At the end of games, just unraveling, but we get lucky. Game 3, we just didn't get lucky. That's all that is. All season, and even in the playoffs, down the stretch, we are horrific. Whether it's free throws, whether it's turnovers, that's not Tibbs' fault. It's not Tibbs' fault that Brunson and Hart is missing free throws. I'm sorry. It's not his fault that we can't inbound the ball, that we turn the ball over.
What the hell is that?
Yeah. Exactly.
Go set a screen for Brunson. Go get open and go get the rock. Why are we acting like we can't get the ball in bounds? Right. Thank you for bringing that. I'm sorry. So what the hell is that?
And Flea, think about it. All season, that's been our Achilles heel, but we get lucky. We didn't get lucky. Remember, we was lucky up until the young man hit that 3-point shot. Mm-hmm. Think about all the mistakes we was making down the stretch. Like I said, DiVincenzo, 2 goaltends. Hart, Brunson, 2 key missed free throws. And then Indiana got 3, 4, 5 offensive rebounds. That's not Tibbs' fault. Once again, I understand fatigue. But you have to dig tough, have to dig deep, and you have to scrap and fight. I'm sorry. So for me, Tom Thibodeau's doing the best he can with what he has. Think about every game, it's an injury report. Think about every game, someone's hurt. So for me, I just think we cannot keep making those mistakes and getting lucky. We didn't get lucky game 3. We have to finish game strong. We was up 9 points in the fourth quarter. We had that game. So, for me, we just got to toughen up and limit those mistakes, man, because these mistakes is costing us now. They're costing us playoff games, not regular season games, playoff games. And today is very important. We need to get this over with so we can get healthy and get ready for the Boston Celtics.
I agree that he's playing his best. Thibodeau's trying his best. I don't, and because it's hard to do it in real time, especially trying to figure this thing out. I just think I don't see any way around it. We are who we are free throw percentage wise. We know what we are already, and it's just hard. That's what I'm saying. If we win this, even for us, to your point, for us for the game being that close, that's giving Tibbs 1,000% credit. He's the reason why we were in that game last game, because he knew I got to get Alec Burks in there. He gave into whatever it was, but I don't like the fact that this is proof that you could have played these guys more against Philadelphia. I don't care what anybody says. If you got Alex Burks to give you 5 minutes against Philly, that's just my thing. So I don't want to see these guys get hurt. Mitchell Robinson could have spent less time off that court. That's my thing. This is proof of all that.
I'm gonna be honest. I respectfully disagree. I think that whatever gripe you had with Tibbs in the Philly series, that's over with, bro. Like I said,
we would have Mitchell Robinson running right now.
No. Listen.
What you mean have him right now?
Yeah, what you talking about? This freak accidents.
He would have played. Nah, he would have played less minutes. I think all these guys, to me, could have played less minutes against the 76ers, and he's stuck on playing 7 guys. That's it. Now, again, we missed this, Flea. Last game, I got to give Tibbs his credit because he rotated them well, and it's not his fault that we lost. That was really just the turnovers, the free throws missed, the players missed all their opportunities. If they missed all the opportunities, that means Tibbs did everything he could do.
Hold on. I totally disagree with what you just said with the Mitchell Robinson situation. Did we see the difference when Hartenstein guarded Embiid and Mitch guarded Embiid?
Yeah.
If we had to rely on Hartenstein, we wouldn't win that series.
If we would have had Ochua in there more often, OG at the 5. And that's not even the point. The point is that once you bring in Ochua for more, Ochua only played how many minutes against the 76ers?
No, I understand. No, I
Oh,
understand.
wait. I don't think we
It's
understand if in this series Ochua was now forced to play more minutes and we were still competitive. And this is without being healthy. Why is he forced? Like he's forced to bring in these guys you're basically forced to bench and rest them. Josh Hart rested for the first time all series last game. I'm just saying, bro, this is not going to work for the whole playoffs. He's thinking his one game is like an elimination tournament. Nah.
Yo, we have no players. Fabian, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I think you're missing. First of all, they rushed Mitch back. Mitch probably shouldn't even been playing, to be honest, because now he got a stress fraction. He got his stress fraction in his foot or something like that, where it's not even his ankle, because he was overcompensating for trying to get back on the court, and something is not fully healthy. So, I think it's overblown with Tibbs overplaying his guys. I think that's nowadays that's a myth. Like that's not true. The guys have to play because that's just the structure of our team. That's just the structure of the team. Go back and look at the minutes allotted to each player when we had Quickly and RJ. I'm sure that it looks way different, right? Nobody was complaining about guys playing high minutes when we had other guys in other spots, had another ball handler, had another guy that we had to put the ball in the hand and get him shots in RJ. Like nobody was complaining about minutes then. But as the season went on, we made a trade. We got rid of 2 guys. So it looks different. You can't play everybody. We tried to play Burks early on in the season. He looked like dog shit, so we had to sit him. Bogdan just figured it out the last 10 games of the season, right? So you saying he's got to play guys. I mean, he's playing who I think is ready to be out there.
That's fine, but the guys who are ready to go, somehow you got to give them 3 or 4 minutes. It's just to rest. That fourth quarter, they were exhausted. There was no stops. That's all I'm saying. Even with DiVincenzo was on fire. There's no you at some point he has to sit. I don't think he sat the whole. Maybe one time in the fourth quarter. I don't think he sat the whole fourth quarter though. I think he was exhausted. So, it's hard to criticize him because he is up against a lot. I get all of that, but at the same time, if this is your line, this is my 7-man rotation. You still got to find them spots to rest, man. Like Ochua didn't play for a long time during the regular season. I guess he started falling off, but somehow he's now playing. Now it's okay for him to play 25 minutes, 20 minutes. To me, nah, that's kind of crazy. If he was available for 20 minutes now, he was available for 5-10 minutes a game last series. And he plays well against the Pacers. And the Pacers, that's my beef. Like, you gotta find these guys rest. Because when they get that little bit of rest, it's over. And Brunson, are we worried about him? The stress in his foot?
I'm worried. I mean, he's been having, little knickknacks all season. So at this point, I'm not even worried. My whole thing is we have to put in perspective, we only have 7-8 players. And one of them, you can't even, no disrespect to Jericho Sims. You cannot put him on the floor. I don't care how athletic he is. Bro. So Tibbs really only has 7 players, and then we can see how you let somebody get rest for 3-4 minutes, and that can be the cost of a playoff game. Yo, bro, I get what he's doing. Do I want it to happen?
Jericho almost had a flagrant foul. They almost reviewed the one foul that he committed. They went almost and reviewed it because it was just egregious. And it's nothing against him. He's still trying to figure out how to become a pro. But that just looked like, the guy that came in the park and you was like, yo, just be energy and just go foul dudes. And that's not the league anymore. We possessions matter. You can't just come in there and be a bruiser. That ain't not him. No.
Well, what do we expect in game 4? Like, what do we expect? Do we expect any changes? What is the first thing that comes to mind, really? Because I don't know if Halliburton's healthy either.
Everybody's hurt at this point, bro.
Yeah.
All 8 teams that's left, everybody is banged up. It's that's what the play. Y'all know that. That's what the playoffs is. You know, whoever gets through it. If you could get through it, because by the end of it, everybody is banged up. So
Yeah.
that Brunson needs a whole summer. Like he's probably upset that he's not going to go to the Olympics. You need to go have a seat, and we need you for next season. Go
Yeah.
let them play.
Today I expect to win. I expect a tough game though. I expect it to be just like it was. I expect Brunson to be better though. Hopefully this day of rest, because a lot of his shots was coming up short.
Yeah, he ain't got no legs.
Right. So I expect Brunson to play better, but I also expect Josh Hart to be offensively better. I think game 3, he didn't even have, I think he had 9, 10 points. So think about with Josh Hart, if we would have got his normal between 13 to 17, 18 points, we win that game. But yeah, I expect us to win. Indiana's not a good team. I'm sorry. To me, they mirror us. Tough, gritty, got a whole bunch of guys that's playing hard. I just think our guys are better. I expect a big game from Deuce. I don't expect Burke. Y'all know history. Guys don't normally repeat games like that. But I need a big game from Hartenstein. I need a double-double. I need 10 and 14. I need 2 key blocks. I need him to get 2, 3 game-changing offensive rebounds. We need him to be who we fell in love with. Pause. The guy that's scrappy, that's diving, that's contesting all shots, that's getting rebounds. I need a big game from Hartenstein. Everybody else did their job in game 3. Everybody did their job. Hartenstein needs to step up. He's the key for me for game 4 today at 3:30.
And I think the key for me for the rest of this series, rest of the playoffs, is going to be Tibbs. I'm going to keep repeating it. I think he's going to bring up. He might need to see Jericho Sims as much as it's sickening. If he's flagrant fouling people, bro, that's
play, Fabian. That kid can't play.
Listen, that's
he
great and all.
Play that kid. No,
that's great. That's great and all, but that's an elbow and a timeout. Basically, that's a free timeout. Get that. Yeah, review that call, please. Review that other one too. That's 2 timeouts whenever he's on that call. That's how I look at it, bro. This is the game, bro. Like it's to me, it's and it's hard. I'm not trying to like be hard on him because I have been, but bro, this is now on. It's totally all the pressure's on Tibbs because the players, they're already gonna be who they are. I already expect them to miss free throws. Nobody shoots 90% free throws on the team. That's crazy. So I don't expect that. I expect us to get to the free throw line because it's hard for us to do that. Hartenstein, I think that is the key. All ball. If we spell him the rest, he's gonna grab those 10 rebounds. Because we're 7-0 when we out rebound the other team. 7-0. So that means 7 out of the last, what is it? We played 3 games already. Played 6 against this. That's 9. So that means 2 games we did not rebound them. We did not rebound anybody. We should never be out rebounded. But it's tough on Tibbs and everybody when you're shorthanded. I get it because we're coming in there with a game plan with these guys offensive rebounding. Us at full strength, we could beat anybody offensive rebounding. We know that Mitch ain't in the mix right now. So it's tough to out rebound everybody 7-0 like that. 7-0 when we out rebound everybody. And it's on Hartenstein, and he got to know that. And of course, Josh Hart, we know he's going to get in there and get it done. So I fully agree with you all, boys. It's Hartenstein. And if Tibbs can spell him with Achua, with like get a small ball lineup in there, figure a small ball lineup out without OG and Achua, I think is the key. If Sims could give us anything to just rest him, that's the key for me because it's going to be crazy.
He started them together, game 3. Achua and Hartenstein started together.
Right.
So
that's the projected lineup right now, also from Fantasy Labs.
You got to figure out a way to stagger that. You got to figure out a way to stagger that. Achua can play minutes at the 5.
Yes.
He can play minutes there. So I agree. You got to find ways to stagger that.
Yeah.
If you want to start him, that's fine. But the first 3 minutes, 4 minutes, there's got to be you got to stagger that. They can't play the first 10 minutes of the quarter together. I don't think so.
Well, this is where I can see Sims at the end of quarters or at the end of games to basically, go get that key rebound. I don't care what you got to do. If you got to run people over, because Indiana, like you get what I'm saying. For me, that's
I
the
get it.
only way I
get
can
it.
see his athletic, size and build. Because once again, it just seems like Hartenstein, you could just push him out the way. So I mean,
Please, so disgusted.
He
With the
doesn't
thought of
know
James
how.
Harden.
It's nothing against that young man. He just doesn't
yeah.
know how to play basketball yet. I think he's gonna be a fine pro.
But
There's
but
nothing against
right.
him.
But but
It's the
but
playoffs.
but Fleet, I'm just saying, let's just say we up two, right? Indiana got the ball, on the inbound. What we tell Sims in that huddle, I don't care what happens. When that ball is up in the air, you watch that ball and go get it. Even if you found somebody, go get it. Put the pressure on the refs. Because, like Fabian said, what's killing us at this point is rebounding.
Mm-hmm.
Rebounding.
It is.
And if we
It
get
is.
some of them key
It
rebounds,
is.
we win the game. We up 3-0 going in today for the sweep. So I can see Jericho Sims in key spots. Hey man, go get that rebound. All right, if you run somebody over and they call a foul, just so be it. We ain't gonna be mad at you. Put the pressure on the rest because they letting people be physical. And I love the game. That's why all the hold and all this and that. Listen, when Carlisle said what he said,
Yeah, he did. That's a chess move.
right.
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, we still was in position to win the game.
Yeah.
That
So
I love. See, I like that you said that because that's what I'm talking about. You brought the point home. The thing that we can't control, that is our strength, is rebounding. And even depleted, we can out rebound them. Because they're soft. So if Sims is in there, for the sake of Flea's health, at the sake of Flea's health, we're gonna have him in there for those 3 or 4 minutes. But we need Hartenstein because he's just getting full Nelson. And credit to him for not going crazy on the ref because he had all the right in the world to try to close on the ref at that point. That was nuts.
That's
He
crazy.
literally got held back like that. But it is the game. I ain't trying to complain about that. It's bro, that was a layup anyway. We got it. He made the layup. It's not like he missed the layup. The other stuff where you actually can grab the rebound and you tip it to the 3-point line, that we can't have that. And if it's because of you're playing too long, all right, let's get rid of that excuse. Now we're playing at 34 minutes. What's your excuse now, Hartenstein? You're in control of that rebound. So whatever we're in control of, I think is the rebounding. We should just take advantage of it. And real quick, please. I think Brunson, it's hard for him to stop and do what he wants to do, especially when he dribbles really hard and gets inside the 3-point line and they double him. Yo, the hardest thing for him to do is to kick it back out to the top of the key. Because that turnover that he had where he threw it to DiVincenzo in the wing.
I don't know who on the wing, and Halliburton intercepted it.
yeah.
And Halliburton read it because Brunson's too slow. I think once he takes that step, it's over for him. He can't stop and he cannot let up his dribble when there's a double team. He got to go in and come back out and keep his dribble up.
Well, that's because he's laboring, right?
Yeah.
That foot. Something is wrong with that foot, and I'm praying that nothing happens. Knock on wood, God forbid. But let's hope that nothing else. Because you don't want that foot to break, and now you in jeopardy for the beginning of next season, right? So like,
Well, you know what, Fleet? I think his injuries. I think he's injured all over.
right.
I don't think it's nothing. It's, you know how I don't think it's one thing serious. I think it's just a whole bunch of minimal things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that kid is tough, man. For him to
Yeah,
have a tough game like that, laboring and just hurt, and then to come back down and knock down that big three to tie the ball game up. Listen, man, they got to listen. I know I keep saying it like a broken record. Y'all got to start putting some respect on that young man's name because a lot of players is not going to do what he did. And I'm not talking about scoring, being available and coming out on the court and laying it all on the line. Some guys already mentality is, I'm hurt, I'll wait till next year because I don't want to get injured. Listen, man, he's putting it all on the line for the city and for the organization. Can't do nothing but love him and respect him, man.
Fact.
Absolutely. Well, I think the tweet of the day before we get going here is a short. Sorry for you guys. It's a short.
No problem.
Knicks rehab.
Did y'all see Paul Pierce with the Brunson jersey on?
Amazing.
I don't like how he shaped Paul. Why he shaped?
Hey, Flea, I'm starting my diet today. When I see that picture,
He's
I'm-
he's a former athlete.
Flea, listen, Flea. I seen the picture. I woke up. I said, Mother's Day, I'm starting my diet. I'm dead serious. Paul Pierce looks nuts.
It looks
Potato sack.
ridiculous.
I said, I ain't got
Potato
time for
sack
that.
pick.
Lord have mercy. Let's see the tweet,
can't
though.
talk. Oh, tweeted today. Remember, Josh Hart. Have you ever tasted your significant other's breast milk asking for a friend? so Nick's Muse said, "Well, happy Mother's Day, Josh Hart. 25 rebounds loading."
You gotta, hey, listen, man, before we go, you gotta love Josh Hart, man. I love what he said. And did y'all hear how Kyrie gave him the props?
Yeah.
He did, but didn't he kind of?
Listen, I only seen the part I see. I don't know what he said. I didn't watch the whole, but I just love that, Josh Hart acknowledged the hardworking people of America like us that wake up every morning, 12-hour shifts. We making minimum wage. We struggling. And like he said, and even a young man in OKC, I love that mentality. Yo, bro.
Jalen Williams.
Yes, yo, bro. We play basketball for a living. We should have no complaints. So that's why when we say, oh, so-and-so played, listen, Flea, we all played before, whether it was at a high level or a low level or just outside the street. I remember playing basketball from 9 in the morning to 7 or 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So miss me with guys that can't play 48 minutes. I'm sorry. I'm not going for it. You do need a break. I'm not denying that. But don't tell me 2 days ain't enough rest. Don't tell me a whole day ain't enough rest. No, miss me with that. So big shout out to Hart, big shout out to Williams, big shout out to Kyrie, kind of acknowledging and giving them props. Come on, man. Let's stop complaining. Let's work hard and let's get this win. Knicks for life, baby.
Let's get to it.
I can't squash that like that, man. Knicks for life. Game 4. We taking it back to the Garden 3-1. Stop playing these games, man. Oh, boy.
All ball TV. They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.